Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Kind of changed up my lighting a little bit, doing a few things I've noticed in a lot of my first videos. My auto is kind of in and out, that kind of things. Lots of learning curves doing this, so I think I got it all under control now. So with that, we're listening to right now the new Ulcerate, and this is Stare Into Death and Be Still. Came out this year. Just a fucking masterful record. Just great. Not going to talk much about this because it's going to be on my year-end list for sure, so I'll talk about it more at length then. So, but Ulcerate. First record I have for you today is the new Benedictions Scriptures. Came out this year. Nuclear Blast. And gatefold. All the guys. Pretty cool. First off with this album, it's just nice to welcome back Dave Ingram back on vocals. His vocals have never sounded better in my opinion. Just badass. Great crunchy thick bass playing on this. Really very detailed, dual guitar work that kind of adds great fluidity to the record. Powerful blast beats on this. It's a fury of a record that proves Benediction is back on top of their game in the death metal scene, that's for sure. It's a must-have in my opinion, but new Benediction, check it out. Now we have Coke Bust. And Coke Bust, this is their Confined album. This is from 2013 on Grave Mistake Records. Coke Bust is a straight edge hardcore band from DC. But it kind of has like little touches of thrash in there. And I think that's what really appeals to me. It kind of sets them a little different and apart. It's in your face, no frills, hardcore. Simple, trimmed down, very raw, primal, and just full of fucking rage. Great stuff if you like any kind of real, punk hardcore at all. But like I said, a little tinges of thrash even. So check it out, Coke Bust. Now we have Enchanter, Defenders of the Realm, and this just came out this year. And what this is, first of all, I guess this came out on Buried by Time and Dust Records. But what this is, it kind of contains all their demos from 1988 to 1990. The vinyl of this, too, for all you vinyl color lovers, is like kind of a gray color. Pretty cool. But Enchanter is a U.S., early U.S. Power metal band, in my opinion. Kind of have a little bit of elements of thrash style in there, especially on the guitar work. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Omen, even some Ancient Steel, and I would even say Man of War. Really cool stuff, great production, especially for demos for this period. They did a really nice job on this record. It's, superb vocals on this. Just a really overlooked band, especially in the U.S. power metal, or power metal in the early days altogether, really. So, yeah, check it out, Enchanting. And they're from Michigan, too, by the way. Alright, now we have Fires in the Distance, and this is Echoes from the Deep November. And this came out this year on Prosthetic Records. Very, very death doom. Kind of leans more towards like the atmospheric laden kind of progressive metal. That'd probably be the best way to describe it. The music has a lot of emphasis on like depression, mental illness issues, that kind of a thing. Very melancholy. mesmerizing instrumentation on this in portions, you know, that really immerse yourself in the music. Savage growls, wailing guitars, beautiful solos. One of my top picks of the year, so definitely check them out. And this is Fires in the Distance. And now we have Plague Mountain, and this is Oracles of the Dead God. And this came out this year on Appalachian Noise. And this record was recorded back in 2010, and back then I think it was just put out as just a CD and not very many, if I remember correctly. This is a limited edition. They only made 100 of these in black vinyl, and that's probably all there'll ever be. So it's pretty limited as far as this goes. Just really cool band from Columbus, Ohio, that weren't around very long at all, just a year or two maybe. I don't even think they're around 2 years. So just a great mix of like grind, death, and doom. But yeah, Plague Mountain. And now we have something that you've all probably seen before, and this is Final Conflict, Ashes to Ashes. And this is a reissue on Tank Crimes. And I already have the original LP of this. I also have, I think, the original CD of this too, if I remember correctly. But I dug this reissue, especially because it comes with this massive 24-page booklet. It's just cool. It comes with this big poster, and I guess whatever I can do to support a band like this, I'll do it. So it's one of my all-time favorite records. You know, I love them so much is that my second tattoo that I ever got in my life was the radiation skull on this, which is I guess right there, that skull I got on my upper arm way back in 1989, I think it was. So, but yeah, Final Conflict. Just, you know, cool turbocharged hooks on this. Punk hardcore, you know, with elements of like D-beat, thrash. Just probably one of the best crossover records ever, in my opinion. So it's a must-have for anyone into extreme music. But Final Conflict. And now we have, just got this in yesterday, and this is the new Cadaver record, Edder and Bile. And this came out on Nuclear Blast. And you know, Cadaver, you know, is a name synonymous with death metal. You know, from Norway. Anders does an amazing job on this, bringing, you know, Cadaver back to life with this record. His raspy growls, perfect, you know, with the amazing instrumentation. With the addition of Dirk Verburen, the musical tempo is a huge part of this dynamics on this record. Thunderous riffs that blend perfectly. It makes one badass of a record. I mean, I've spun this twice already, is all. But damn, it's fucking good. It's really good. So, but yeah, check it out. The legendary Cadaver. And the last one I have for you guys today is a band called Loud Night. And this is called Mind-Numbing Pleasure, and this is out on Vinyl Conflict from this year. This is their debut full-length album. It's just killer, like D-beat punk rock and roll, and then it kind of has a Venom punk influence metal on it too, if that all makes sense. Kind of, you know, like the Midnightish vein, kind of, but more punky, I would say. Very catchy, high energy level of this record. It's just a punky metal metallic punk that's perfectly done. Just fucking badass record. Someone suggested this to me and I picked it up, and man, it's fucking a ripper. It's front to back, it's a fucking ripper. So if you want to check out something different and new, check out Loud Night. And I guess with that album too, that does come on a kind of a cool clearish white vinyl, so something different. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully this video looks a little better than some of the other ones. Like I said, I'm just learning as I go. That's why I'm trying to do quite a few of these vinyl updates. I've been home the last 2 weeks. I had COVID, got over that pretty quickly. Luckily it wasn't that big of a deal for me. I was only sick for a few days, so kind of spurred me to start doing these videos and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I hope this is kind of a little better look than what there has been. I hope I sound like I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera. I feel like I am, so I appreciate everybody watching. I look forward to kind of chatting with a lot of you on some of these streams, and been messaging a lot of people. People have been just welcoming with open arms, and I really appreciate it. It's very cool. It's kind of reminiscent of the days when I first started, you know, getting into metal in the early 80s. But back then it was all, you know, tape trading and that kind of a thing. So that's the cool thing about technology. It's kind of bringing us even together now, people of various ages and all that. So, but cool. Appreciate you watching, and stay fucking extreme.